All right, whose fault it really is that?
It's nobody's fault but mine. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. I'm Steve Trezor.
I'm Devin Burke.
And it's our Saturday morning Nerdcast. Devin's getting a phone call.
Oh, it's us. No, it's you.
Oh, it's just a notification to say that we're live.
Yes.
You should probably silence your phone.
I did.
So it doesn't show up on the air.
I did.
So, got my coffee.
I got my water.
We tried to go on at 11. It's almost noon. This is how good we are with...
This is how we always are.
Yeah.
Everyone should expect us. Like, oh, they say 7, they mean 8.
Yeah, so we actually weren't going to do a Nerdcast this week, and then we got hit with like a ton of news.
Stuff. So
we're like, we should just do one on Saturday morning. Because I had plans on Friday, and I couldn't make it. But now, here we are.
Yeah, obviously Scott and Joe couldn't make it because they both have work or all their plans, and they Scott lives farther away than us three.
Scott's a good 40-minute drive from us, and we're kind of like 5 minutes down the road from each other. So, yeah. But we got a lot to talk about today. Actually, we don't really have a lot to talk about today.
What?
We actually have a little bit to talk about.
It's either we do or
but
we
don't.
don't.
But they're all big subjects.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna spend a lot of time on them. Because Joe's not here, we do not have a chat moderator. However, we will go into the mailbag section of our chat, which we will take, or of our Nerdcast, which we will take questions from the chat, and that'll be at the end of the Nerdcast.
Oh, well, there's actually a lot of people in here.
I gotta mute my computer, so yeah. So, what's up, guys? I see Star-Lord's in here, I see Gump's in here, and Vince DeSilva. Hi.
I'm pretty sure that's his real name.
Glad to have you guys back. Nerdcast 41. So we're gonna...
I thought it was 42.
God, it's 42. You're right.
Did you...
No, I named it 42.
Oh, okay.
I
was like,
up.
did you put 2 41s there?
42 weeks. Almost at 52 would be a year, but we had some days that we had off.
Yeah.
We'll probably finish with like, I don't know, 49 or something, or 48, something around
those
there.
are numbers.
Do the math.
You do math. I'm not... Me do math? Really?
Because I think we started the first week of January is when we started our first Nerdcast. It's like New Year, New Nerds.
Yes.
I think that was the name of it, actually.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
And we
I know it was definitely January.
Weren't doing it live at that point. We were just recording and then
putting out whenever we felt like.
Yeah. So let's get into the reviews later.
Okay.
We'll do the reviews last. So we're gonna start off with the segment that Devin likes to call.
I don't like to call it. You just made fun of me.
Talking Bouts.
Just because I didn't complete my sentence of words doesn't mean you can make fun of me for it.
Where we talk about things.
Great.
Talking Bouts. We only have one topic, and that is happy 75th birthday to Wonder Woman. Where is she? Why is she not here? We should get her on here. She's back here somewhere.
Get Gal Gadot version. There you go.
It's the only one we got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's your fault.
Wonder Woman's joining the party of pops.
Mm-hmm.
Here she comes. Happy 75th birthday, Wonder Woman. Don't fall down.
She can breathe.
It's her birthday. She was drinking. She's going to fall down. Let's put that back there. Daryl, you can go back here.
Good job.
Okay. Happy 75th birthday, Wonder Woman. 75 years of feminism.
Yeah. Not the current version, but, the good version.
That's all we have for talking about. We have no rumors this week. We actually didn't really have a lot of news this week until all of the trailers dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So, trailer talk. Guardians Volume 2.
Yeah, this one was definitely a teaser trailer. Like, it didn't show much, just a couple action scenes and one comedy bit between Star-Lord and I always pronounce his name wrong. Batista. Thank you.
How do you pronounce Drax wrong?
I forgot who. I thought it was Thrax, but it's Drax.
Thrax?
Yeah.
Did you watch Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, 3 years ago? I can't remember every single character that I've seen in the movie I saw once.
So, we got a good... I thought it was a good teaser.
Oh, yeah, totally. I'm totally pumped up for it. But I'm questioning, what is the plot of the film? Because obviously it didn't tell us what the plot was.
No, but Yondu and Nebula are both on the team, I believe.
Which is... I question Nebula more than any of them.
Well, she is Gamora's sister.
I get that, but it really didn't show that in the first one where, you know, she really cared.
Yeah, she was evil. She was a bad guy. But
yeah, I'm just feeling the whole Loki vibe.
I'm happy because I have a Nebula Pop and I get to use it again.
No, fabulous. But yeah, I'm just getting the whole Loki vibe all over again. It's like, yeah, I'm friend, I'm good, and then, you know, like, obviously, like, the real, you know, like, yeah.
We only got a glimpse of Baby Groot at the end.
Well, yeah, it just pops over on Rocket Raccoon's shoulder.
I think that Groot's going to be Baby Groot for the duration of the movie.
Oh, guaranteed, or at least like it's a little bit bigger through progression.
Maybe
not
like,
a lot.
Around the end, he'll grow into like.
Yeah, I guarantee there better be a spot on the ship where it shows his height growth. I would love to see that. Like, just so it's like him as a baby. It's like, look, he's grown up so much.
Yeah, I can see that happening. And then when we get Guardians 3 or Infinity War, he'll probably be full grown Groot.
I guarantee. Like, they have to at that point.
Yeah. This is just kind of like the running gag for the second.
Yeah.
Guardians.
I'm sure he's going to be useful, like, climbing to vents or something like that. But then it's like, well, yeah, Rocket Raccoon, they're basically, like, almost the same height. But
yeah, but it's cool. I thought it looked good. I thought it looked great, actually. I can't wait. So, moving on. We got a Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. I still haven't watched it.
You know, it's real quick. I'll show it to you.
I'll just pull it up on my computer.
Okay.
So we don't have to watch it on a phone.
All right.
Sorry, people in the chat or people watching later.
Yeah, the Steve doesn't care about Red Dead at all.
You're gonna have to wait. I just didn't find the time. I do like
30 seconds, man.
This is
not even. I think it's like 20.
This is my thing. Remember how I'm like I never get like excited for like I get excited, but I never get like overly excited for things. This is exactly it. I'm like, oh, cool, a Red Dead trailer. I'll watch it. You know, when I get home, and then I just like never watched it. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You're not. I'll just tell you this. You're not gonna miss much.
Really?
Yeah. There's only like maybe like 2 lines of dialogue.
30 minutes. No, I don't want
That's
that.
IGN's talking about. No. Oh, yeah, God damn it.
Yep, they're talking about it.
Shut up! You're talking about it.
Here it is.
With commercial. Oh, no commercial. Oh, you're going to play
I have
YouTube
Red. I don't get commercials.
Hopefully YouTube doesn't hear the audio and will take it down.
They'll hear it a little bit. They're not going to...
Yeah.
I think that's right. You're getting a live reaction from me right now.
Yeah, which is still going to be bland.
Pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to be expecting.
Okay. Well, it looks fantastic.
Well, think about it. They don't have to make buildings or anything. It's just...
Yeah, it's just scenery. I mean,
that's why I want to do it right there.
Kayaking?
Canoeing.
Hey, Buffalo.
That's how you know it's pretty cool. Because, you know, the trophy Manifest Destiny from the last one.
When you kill all the buffalo. That dog looks terrible. Well, I mean, I'm in.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
It looks fantastic.
I'm sure, you know, like, there'll be more trailers, maybe, in springtime or when, like, E3 comes back around again, obviously.
Yeah.
There'll be a little bit more
It looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it definitely looks gorgeous, you know. But, right now it's only going to be released for PS4 and, Xbox Ones first and, PC later.
Okay.
So, this is going to be, like, the first, like, Rockstar game that's going to be made for the new consoles.
Gotcha, yeah.
So there's no, like...
Really? They didn't make another one?
Well, GTA 4 was just...
GTA 5, you mean?
Sorry, GTA 5 was just an upgraded one.
You mean, so this is their first new console, like...
Yeah, exactly. Which is just for the new gen.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
And, of course,
they should bring
everyone expects that this is going to be the prequel for Red Dead Redemption.
And the sequel to Red Dead Revolver.
It's not really, except for one character everyone believes it was Red.
Technically, it's Red Dead 3.
Yeah, but it's Redemption.
Yeah.
Which is still doing
Everyone
Redemption
forgets about Revolver, which wasn't a bad game.
You can buy it on the PlayStation Store right now if you
can buy it on the Xbox Store, too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they should bring back Manhunt 3. Or they should make Manhunt 3. But make it good, because Manhunt 2 was god-awful.
That's the funny thing. I remember people were talking about it so much.
Well, because it got so censored. You know what the thing was?
That's the ironic thing. Everyone was talking about, like, the censored version of how gruesome it was, like making all this hype, and it was not as
Here's
good as the first
why.
one.
Here's why it got censored. Because they had this great idea of, hey, let's release this on Wii. And you can like stab people with the Wiimote and stuff. So that's why they were like censored, because you're actually doing the motion of like killing someone.
Yeah, but
which like kind of was a good idea and would have probably made the game pretty like entertaining.
But like remember, this is the Wii controllers, which is just like you can just do like this and like that's a stabbing motion.
But I think that's why it got censored. So then when it got censored on Wii, then they censored it on PS2 and but the first one was like still one of my favorite games.
Starlord says he's never played Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, you should probably get on that.
Yeah, you should. You don't have to play the Undead Nightmare, that the weird DLC thing where it was just all.
That was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, but
you could only kill the zombies by shooting them in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's so good.
I don't know. It wasn't my thing so much.
I loved it.
Maybe it's because all the other mystical animals were also in it, like the Chupacabra.
Yeah, that was also cool. And
then,
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just made me feel bad.
Red Dead Redemption is just that game. That game was great.
I remember the hype for it, and everyone loved it.
It was Grand Theft Auto in 1912 or whatever.
It was one of those games where you will see on everybody's house shelf. Like you would go to any one of your friends or anyone that had a game, even like person who
looking at it right now.
Yeah, exactly. A person who would always have it. It's either Call of Duty or Red Dead. That's what you would see over at everyone else's houses.
And Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
it's one of those staple games that like everyone owns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Okay, let's switch up games now. Mm-hmm. Go to the Nintendo Switch.
That's not switching game. Oh, right, the name.
So, here's what I've been seeing: people either love it, or hate it. There's no middle ground. There's like, this looks great, or this looks crappy. What do you think?
Alright, this is me. I think, and Joe's probably like looking at me.
Joe's been hating it from the beginning. And Joe just hates Nintendo.
Because he believes in his little tinfoil world that Nintendo always steals from Sony. And
except, Nintendo started everything.
Exactly. But there's some aspects where like he's like, the Vita's great, like I love the Vita, and
no one likes the Vita.
I know, but that's the thing. Like the Vita is decent, and there's aspects in there that have the same aspects that it does with the Switch. Why is it called the Switch? I don't like that.
Because you switch from your TV to the handheld.
That's the thing. I hate. I'm gonna go with like I dislike it. I dislike the Switch because
of the name.
One of the name, because Nintendo, whoever is the owner of Nintendo right now,
it's like branding. Yeah, whoever's doing branding
is the worst guy ever. Ever since after
Wii.
I was gonna say after GameCube, because like GameCube, it's a game, it's in a cube. All right, and it's like Wii. All right, I'll deal with that. Then it's like the next console.
A clever name. Wii U was a terrible
console. I know, because it was just looked like
people just didn't understand it.
Exactly, it just looked like a tablet that it's just like it's just another add-on.
Yeah.
Like the Wii Fit board.
Is it? Yeah, I don't get it. Everyone thought. An add-on?
So then everyone,
that's why it did so terrible.
And then everyone found like, it is a new console. Okay, and then I saw the Switch. I'm like, so it's an updated Wii U board. It's like, no, it's a new game. It's like, why? I just saw on the games of the older games that are going to be on it. So I saw Mario Kart 8. It was totally 8. The new Zelda game.
It'll just be ported. But the new Zelda game they said was going to be a launch title for
them. Yeah, and then I saw third parties on there. I saw Skyrim with 2 guys with that. I'm like, bullshit, anyone's going to be playing Skyrim on the fucking Nintendo. No one is going to be doing that.
But the fact that Bethesda is actually making Nintendo games interests me. Because it shows me that Bethesda has interest in the Switch.
I don't. I have no faith. I only have faith in Nintendo products in Nintendo games because it's their thing, because they know how it works.
So, I like it.
Dude, also, the controller, when you switch out of it, it's cool they get to bring your little iPad thing with you, but the controllers, I don't know. Okay, I want to assume the controller is like this big in real life, maybe half this.
If you're listening, Devin's holding up his phone.
My fat fingers will not hit those tiny buttons and this little thing. Like, this is what I have to do?
It is a tiny controller.
I don't believe that.
Okay, it's a Japanese company. They're all kind of short.
Yeah, but
on the little side.
But they're going on the other people around the world. They have to realize, there's people with ginormous hands bigger than ours.
I believe you can connect like an actual like game controller.
I'm sure John Trump will love it. It's like, a controller for me. Make America great.
I think it's great because how many times have you been playing a game and you gotta take a dump? And you gotta run to the bathroom.
All right, first off, there's a whole wiping option that I'm questioning with you. But here's another thing. How many people are going to lose those fucking little sticks?
No, I don't. I think
bullshit.
I mean, I won't. But yes.
No. You'll be like, all right, get up. It's in the couch cushions, because then you'll be like, all right, I got one. Looks like I'm only playing old Nintendo games for a bit.
Yeah, kids will lose them all the time.
And they will be lost. And also, is there only one you get to use? Well, what's the second controller option? So obviously there's going to be 4-player games. So what is that like? How? No.
I'm still all about it. Especially, here's where it comes in handy. If you're a commuter and you commute to like on the train or something like that,
you look on your phone.
Yeah, but it's cool because you can play like a console game, get into it, and be like, I gotta go to work, or like, and then like just bring it with you and like continue like for an hour on your train ride or whatever. That's where I think it comes in handy. And
I don't believe the battery life is gonna be that long.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
I guarantee it's probably gonna be like an hour or two tops.
It could be like an iPad. An iPad battery is pretty long.
I can't.
Here's the thing: how much money is it going to cost?
Oh, it's easily going to cost over $300. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably going to be upwards of $400.
You're
throwing an iPad into a game console.
I'm going to say $399. Like that's going to be what the first one is, with just one pad and the game. It's console rather.
This is what the Nintendo Wii should have been. Wii U.
Yeah.
The Wii U should have been.
Agreed. That's what it should have been.
But the fact that third-party developers are speaking so highly of it.
I haven't heard that.
Oh, yeah. There's like a ton of them have come out and been like, this is great. Ubisoft is one. Bethesda's another one. Sega is another one. So
Sega's, like in the neat pockets of Nintendo.
So the fact that they're all coming out and being like, this looks awesome interests me. So I think it's going to be cool. But, who knows? But I'm also a big Nintendo.
All right, everyone's freaking out because we didn't say one thing.
We're still in trailer talk.
Yeah.
Obviously, we always save the best for last.
So hold your knickers because we know what we're going to be talking about. You want to say what we're talking?
I don't think that's the term.
What?
Hold your knickers?
Well, we have a lot of European viewers mostly. It's true. If you look at our stats, it's apparently a lot of people from Europe.
No
and
one
the UK.
wears knickers anymore.
And that's what Europeans call like underwear, right?
I don't think so.
Like, favorite, and subscribe. You think they're called knickers?
You're getting real close to the
Snickers?
No, to the prejudiced term that we don't say over here.
Well, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking of Snickers and knickers. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, don't say that again. Anyway, we're gonna go with that's it for trailer talk. No, Logan. Logan. Obviously, that's what everyone wants to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
If you know me, you know that I am a big X-Men fan.
You are.
Devin, I want your thoughts on it before I give my thoughts on it.
All right. I love this trailer.
Okay.
I love how they put in Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt. I love that. Great. Like, that was his last song, I believe, right? I think that was his last song.
That wasn't his last song. But it was definitely later in his career.
I love the cinematography for it. I love you can feel like this is the ending of the film. However, we've been tricked before in Wolverine films where something looks awesome and amazing and it just either turns out okay,
X-Men Origins,
or terrible.
Well, terrible would be X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
Okay would be the Wolverine.
That's what I'm saying. It was either okay or I mean, you can even go with that with X-Men films in general. But I have hopes that this will be like the greatest movie I've ever seen of a superhero film.
What?
That's what everyone is saying.
Bullshit.
Everyone's thinking this will be the best superhero film out there.
No shot.
What?
Not even close.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Because it's an old man protecting a little girl. That's
no,
why.
First off, it's Fox. So there's that.
So you think it's going to be terrible?
I think the trailer looks good. I don't have hope for it. I'm not like super excited for it.
Oh, we're gonna get hate, sir.
I don't care. Here's the thing. Okay, in X-Men 1, here's my thing with Fox. Plot holes galore. Plot hole, plot hole, plot hole, plot hole. If you look back on all of their X-Men movies and watch them, things don't make sense.
I mean,
wait a minute. Oh, X-Men 1. Mystique barely talks 1, and 2, she tries to kill Professor Xavier. Oh, X-Men First Class. Oh, Mystique and Xavier were best friends and like practically brother and sister. Okay, yeah, because we expected that from the first 3 films, which they never mentioned anything
of. And Wolverine and Sabretooth were brothers. Didn't speak once
in X-Men 1, even though Wolverine has no memory. Sabretooth didn't say anything to him. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway, moving on.
And even with the full restart of X-Men Days of Future Past, and then we get into this new timeline and everything, they still mess it up with X-Men 3 with Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse, which was just crap. Okay, let's go. Forget all that. The first X-Men movie, when they see Wolverine, and they say, oh, he's got this rapid aging or healing factor, so it's impossible to determine how old he is. Mm-hmm. He could be older than you, Professor. I'm pretty sure that was the exact line. Now, he's all super old, but the Professor looks like, super old, much older than Wolverine from before. However, why is he not dead?
I want to go with mutants lost their powers, I believe.
Okay.
That's why all of them are dead, because I know there was a comic book where a mutant said no mutant should have any powers or something like that, and every mutant lost their powers.
Okay.
For a bit, because it's comic universe. So I think at that pinpoint in time, Logan lost his healing factor, and then at that point, that's when he starts to age.
As long as they explain that.
Yeah. Because you see it in the trailer.
I did read Old Man Logan. I think it was 2 years ago, so I don't remember it that
well. You see in the trailer that he has
scars and he's
bleeding. You see his knuckles bleeding.
Yeah.
So obviously he doesn't have the healing factor, but of course he still has the metal blades because that's just metal in his bones.
All right, I can buy it, I guess.
That's how I see it. And maybe Professor X still has a little bit of his psychic powers, but not a lot.
I guess I can buy it. But I don't know. But Fox is doing it, so they're probably going to fuck it up.
I don't know. Look, wasn't Deadpool
Deadpool was good. But
I'm just saying, this is now a movie after Deadpool. Okay. This could be good.
All right, so let's do this here. X-Men 1. Good movie. Started before Spider-Man. Started it, I think.
Yeah, 2001.
2000.
That good.
It came out.
2000?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, the World Trade Center's still in the movie.
Ooh.
X-Men 2, fantastic. Still up there.
Everyone agrees that's the best.
Top 10 superhero movies up there. Might even be in top 5. I don't know about that, but it's
top
close.
10. I'll give you 10.
X-Men 3, god awful.
Agreed.
X-Men 3
had some parts that were great, but not.
X-Men 3, we want your money. That's what it should have been named.
Then it was
X-Men Origins. We still want your money because then that was worse than X-Men 3. I don't know how that was possible. Okay, what's after that? X-Men First Class?
Yes, First Class is X.
First Class of the Wolverine. I think it was First Class.
It was First Class.
Fantastic.
No.
Yeah.
It was First Class, then Wolverine.
Then the Wolverine.
Yes.
X-Men First Class. Fantastic.
Yes.
Great movie. Matthew Vaughn, great director. Okay. The Wolverine. Not as good as we thought it was going to be.
Average.
But not a bad movie.
Yeah. Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past.
On par, I want to say, with...
Good movie. A lot of people say it's the best. I don't think so. I think First Class is better. And I think X2 is better. And then I think Days of Future Past comes there. Still a good movie.
It's definitely bronze medal.
Great. And then they they erased the history of the shit that they did or whatever. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Deadpool. Fantastic.
Yes.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, not like X-Men 3, but in the same aspect.
Pretty bad.
But still bad.
This movie gets worse the more I think about it.
I don't think so, because
100%.
Here's the thing. I think what saved some of the film was obviously Quicksilver and his parts.
Yeah.
And there were some good parts with, with Magneto, with his whole deal he had to deal with. But at the same time, you're getting the same ending every time. Magneto is bad. Oh, let Charles talk to him. He could turn good. Magneto thinks about it, becomes good.
It's just bad writing at this point.
No, it's just recycled writing.
Yeah.
They just looked at the first one. Like, how did the first one
No, but
end?
this one just had terrible. X-Men Apocalypse had terrible writing. That's why I have no hope for Wolverine. There's a slight hope that it's R, but like even the Wolverine had an R cut, which all they did was throw more CGI blood in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I have some hope for it, but I'm not holding out to be like, this movie's going to be great. Like, no. There's a very good chance that you're going to be let down. X-Men Apocalypse, I mean, it didn't look that good from the beginning. I kind of went in like, I don't know. And then I was like, all right, that was crap.
Yeah, I know.
But the Wolverine, the Magneto part with X-Men Apocalypse, it was cool, like, when he had his own family and he was living on his own, and then, like, he killed all those people. But then that whole, like, he flip-flopped. Yeah. That whole ordeal where he was like, oh, I'll join you, Apocalypse. And it was like, no, we need your help. And he's like, okay, I'll join the X-Men. It was just like, it was stupid. So, yeah. That's why I don't have that much hope as everyone else. Because everyone else is like, this is going to be the greatest movie ever. No, that's the voice of public opinion right there. All right, Devin. We have 2 awesome or lame topics.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I guess. So.
Wait, you didn't do the correct intro for it.
You mean...
It's time for everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite segment.
Everyone's favorite segment.
Awesome. Or lame.
There you go. Now I feel like this is complete.
So we only have 2 topics this week. Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about our reviews. So we'll do that after this. And then
I thought reviews are last now.
Yes. So, awesome or lame topic number 1. Donald Glover has been cast as young Lando Calrissian in the Han Solo movie. Yeah. Han Solo movie. Yeah.
Solo movie.
I said that correct.
Solo.
Solo. Is this awesome or lame?
I think it's awesome. I know, like, some people think Donald Glover is just, like, all comedy. But no, there's, I forgot the name of the show. I know it's on, I forgot the name of it. But it's on, it's on a bunch of sites. I wish I could remember the name of it.
A Donald Glover movie?
That he's in a show. It's like very drama filled. And I know it's on like Amazon. It's on Hulu. It's relatively new. Like first episodes just came a few out. Yeah, if you just
fact checking your Donald Glover.
I know.
Donald Trump.
Oh no, thank you. I know he was in Little Rascals.
He was in Little Rascals. That's right. Oh, damn it.
Not Mystery Team.
No, I know. I accidentally clicked on that. Atlanta?
Yeah, that's it. It's a good show. You should watch it.
Okay.
But it shows his dramatic skills, and it really works. But him to play Lando, I mean, when we first heard that Donald was gonna, because I know we talked about that he was going to be in the Han Solo film, we immediately said like, well, he's Lando.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other. I mean, sure, he could have been another like character, like a side character maybe, but he's a big, well-known name now. That of course he was just gonna be Lando. Like, he was gonna be young Lando. There was no shot that he wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a great choice. Because Lando does have that like smiling, charming humor as well.
I think it'll be good. I think it's awesome. I'm all for this.
Yeah,
sure,
100%. I know if Scott was here, he'd be like,
well, Scott's a big Donald Glover fan too, so,
and Star Wars
and Star Wars fan. So this
he
is
would
like Scott's
like
dream come true. Yeah. Okay. So moving on, we've got a Willy Wonka prequel in the mix.
Yeah. So after, of course, you guys know with the death of Gene Wilder, of course, movie company. Well, actually, I didn't expect this because we already had a remake of Charlie and Chocolate Factory, which was Tim Burton.
Bad.
It wasn't that bad. There were some good parts. No, I mean, I actually liked some parts in it. No. I liked how it had Willy Wonka's like backstory in there. How his father was Christopher
It followed
Lee.
the book more, but it was still terrible.
It was
bad.
Didn't need to happen, but it was decent.
Bad.
But you also got to see what happened to the kids afterwards.
It was still bad.
Whatever. I I enjoy it. I'm not like saying like I would rewatch that.
I watched it once and that's all I needed.
I enjoyed some parts. But anyway, however, this is apparently, we're reading off of this one news article, what they said, that this is a prequel to Charlie and the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which is the Gene Wilder one.
Wait, so it's going to take place in the same universe as that one?
It's going to take place in the same universe as the as that one, because it's not going to take place in the Tim Burton one because they already showed his backstory, so there's no point. So that's what they're going to do with the Gene Wilder one. So I don't.
Stupid.
It's not stupid. It's just.
It's stupid.
No, it's insulting because they're cashing on a movie star's death.
Yes.
And that's what upsets me the most. Like they could have done anything else. Like they could have did like a biography on Gene Wilder movie. Like they could have a different actor play Gene Wilder and all the things he's done because he's very eccentric. You see,
most people just know him from. I mean, if you don't know Mel Brooks films, you only really know him from Willy Wonka, and he's actually in a lot of good movies.
Producers, when it was on Broadway.
Yeah, Frisco Kid, I believe.
That one too. Young, as we said with Mel Brooks.
Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Yeah.
Great movie. But yeah.
I would have liked that better if they like made like a Gene Wilder film. Like, because you don't see that anymore. Like, I know there was like a movie like Ed Wood.
Like biopics.
Yeah. But I wish we had more biopics of celebrities, because that would actually, like, it would feel good watching, like, see how they grew up in their lives. But not just taking, like, hey, he did that, he's dead, let's do this again.
Because it's popular.
Yeah, I hate that.
I just don't think it's needed. I think the first Willy Wonka movie is a timeless classic. And you don't need...
Which is weird, because...
You don't need to do another Willy Wonka movie.
In the 70s, it actually was, panned by audiences. They thought it was terrible.
Yeah,
and the reason why everyone knows about it is because it's on TV so much, because it was like, it's like, here's $1. You could play Willy Wonka for like 2 hours. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's interesting that what conceived as bad back then is now conceived as good.
I'm pretty sure that kids back then probably liked it. When I was a kid growing up and I saw it for the first time, like, I liked it. I appreciate it more now as an adult, seeing just Gene Wilder, because he's a fantastic actor. Like, he really makes the movie.
Yeah.
If he wasn't in the movie would not be good at all. He's the only reason why that movie's good.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I forget that movie's a musical.
It is a musical. And I don't like musicals, too. But it's just that corniness that's just like...
Yeah, and I'm not just saying just the Oompa Loompa songs. I mean, like, there's like 5 other songs in there made by Charlie and his mom, I think.
Yeah, Golden Ticket. No, there's like... Just, I've got a golden ticket. I don't know. I can't.
The mother singing, like, Cheer Up, Charlie. Remember?
I don't remember.
She's, like, doing her laundry.
I think that's, like, a quick...
Candyman.
Candyman can. Yeah,
there you go.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone forgets the other songs, but everyone remembers, like, the Oompa Loompas. Like,
Pure Imagination.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's, like, 5 other songs in there.
Yeah, there are. I mean, the Oompa Loompa songs are the most...
They're the same. They just, like, change it up for each kid's, like, like, trauma, whatever.
My favorite part is the end, when he loses it in the room where there's all the half things.
Oh, yeah.
You lose! Good day, sir! Yeah, that's my favorite part. Okay, let's get in. Enough of Willy Wonka and the shitty remake that we don't need.
That is apparently happening that no one has seen yet.
Yeah, so... We've got reviews for the DC shows this week.
I'm sure this is what everyone drops us. Like, I don't need to see this. I know
Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Legends of Tomorrow. Supergirl, The Last Children of Krypton was the name of the episode.
Another good Supergirl episode.
Yeah.
I have some nitpicks, but...
After the reviews, we'll rank what we think is doing best to worst.
Yes, okay.
So... Supergirl and Superman team up with Alex and Martian Manhunter to take down Metallos.
Plural.
Plural, Metallos. Yeah.
Apparently?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where my nitpick gets into.
What'd you think of Supergirl this week?
I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked how we got to see her grow as a character as Kara more, because she's now learning a new job, actually being a reporter instead of being a secretary. And you see her, like, she's actually struggling with her new boss, and she's not comfortable with her new boss. And then when she goes to her old boss, she's like, I'm not your boss. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything for you. You have to grow. You got to become, a new person. You got to take flight, Car. It's like, yeah, because,
Yeah, because she's Supergirl.
Exactly. So she's like, yeah, you got to man up a bit. I mean, more metaphorically.
Female up a bit. Woman up a bit.
Yeah, I liked also there was a bit more tension with Superman and Martian Manhunter.
But then that got resolved.
Yeah.
At the end.
Of course, easily.
He just, he threw all the...
Not getting there yet. That's another nitpick. But, of course, the villain was the same villain as the last episode, kind of, where they gave the assassin... just put a kryptonite on his chest, really, and just put a little bit of metal wires.
They just couldn't... They didn't have the budget to make the actual anti-kryptonite suit.
Okay.
So that's why they're like, that works.
Yeah, and he's basically like the Terminator, but he has, like, the brain still.
Yeah.
Because he goes...
Well, because Metallo is a cyborg.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
I thought it was clever that he was pretending to be a man about to jump off a ledge, and both Supergirl and Superman were going after him.
However, how terrible was that shirt singeing effect?
Oh, that was
bad.
Yeah, so Metallo uses his kryptonite laser blessing, like he just lose all of his shirt. Like he just becomes shirtless.
No, but it just looked bad. Like sometimes the
if you have the spray paint option and you go on a black piece of board and then hit white, that's the same effect.
Sometimes the effects on Supergirl look so good, and other times they look so bad.
Well, it's like, okay, we have to think here. We have a budget. Do we make cool laser blasts or fire shirt burn off? Cool laser blast. Okay, so they get the interns to do it.
Yeah. I thought it was good, and then at the end,
yeah,
Martian Manhunter agrees to give Superman all of the kryptonite. And
this is what we see in the show.
This is what it looks like. It's not what happened, but it looks like.
But this is the scene what we see, and
because he's like, I'll destroy it or whatever, and he flies away, and like immediately next scene he flies into Metropolis like behind a dumpster, and it looks like he just dumps all the kryptonite in the dumpster. That's not what happened though. He probably brought it to like the Fortress of Solitude.
I'm sure, but I would love to see like him putting it like in a Fortress of Solitude. Yeah, like just something like a protective barrier in his Fortress of Solitude, or just throw it in space. No, the only scene we see him with it is this. He just goes back to Metropolis,
but he doesn't have
disappears behind a dumpster and becomes Clark Kent.
He doesn't have it when he goes back to Metropolis. He's just flying.
I know. Yeah. That makes me think like
it just looks like he throws it behind.
I even sent a little Twitter message to the creators of the writers at CW's Supergirl, and I said, did Superman just throw all of Earth's kryptonite into a single dumpster? I've yet to get a response back because they just realized their mistake.
But I thought this was good. I'm kind of like upset that Metallo's gone now. Well, that too. We didn't need two Metallos. I did like the team up fight at the end though.
Well, here's the thing. It's if you think about it, they could always make more Metallos, so we can actually get the real Metallo later.
Yeah, but John Corbin is supposed to be the real Metallo, who was in the episode.
Yeah,
and they killed him. So whatever. Because he's kind of a big Superman villain.
He is one of the biggest.
But I still thought it was. I thought it was good. Supergirl is awesome this year so far. 2 episodes, both great.
Keep it up.
Then we got The Flash on Tuesday. And the episode was titled Magenta.
Yeah.
It was a one-off episode. Nothing really happened.
Ish.
But we did get Jesse Quick. And
Wells came back.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Wells doesn't want his daughter to have super speed. Wally's jealous because he wants...
super speed. He didn't get it yet.
So there's that whole drama. Like, this whole episode was all drama. Even the villain had drama. Like, her daddy was beating her.
Yeah.
So there was that whole thing. And...
nothing happened.
I know Scott would be here. He'd be defending this. But look, come on, Scott. You have to admit, there were some parts in this that you have to admit that were pretty dumb.
It was just nothing happened. For me, at least. Like, the only thing that moved the story was Jesse Quick. However, she's only going to be on here for, like, 1-2 more episodes, and then they're going back to Earth 2.
Exactly.
So, like, it didn't really move the story at all. The only thing we know is that alchemy can give people powers. And I wonder how Wally's going to get his powers.
Yeah, it's maybe turn to the dark side and just take his powers, and that'll probably be exactly how that's going to happen.
And then it's just, I don't know. The villain was kind of weird. There was no action outside of, like, the special effects. Like, there was no fights.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I liked is when Wells and Jesse came back, they realized things have changed because in Earth 2 nothing changed.
Yeah.
And then And then like there was like, well, go into the training room, like, and both Barry and Wells like said training room, and then they went in there and like he's like, this wasn't here before. Barry, why wasn't this here before? So he knows he already messed up and already yelling at him.
Yeah, messed up the timeline.
Yeah, so you messed up the timeline again, didn't you? He was like, yeah.
But we actually get Jesse Quick in costume next week. So, I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I just wish that these shows would do like a 5-episode arc rather than like a one episode, like a one-off one episode. Like, build them into like a 5-episode arc that like flows into the next arc, rather than just having like this like 4 weeks of like episodes that don't matter.
Well, speaking of episodes that don't matter, but actually was pretty good.
Yeah, Arrow.
It was literally a filler, but it was a good filler.
I agree. Called A Matter of Trust. Cody Rhodes guest starred as a Stardust dealer. If you
don't know,
reference.
That's his wrestling name. Well, was.
Who got tossed into a vat of the drug and can't feel pain. Oliver kicks a ton of ass, and the team bonds and begins trusting each other.
Yes.
Even though it was a one-off episode,
it was action-packed.
It kind of moved the story because it brought the team together.
Exactly. This is the first like time they actually all teamed up together in one fight. Of course, they succeeded.
But how cool was it when Arrow sliced all of the tendons on Cody Rhodes' body,
so smart.
and then had that slow-mo explosion walk away.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I don't think was his name ever given. It just
they gave. He wasn't like a villain. He was just some guy. I can't remember the name they used in the show.
Exactly.
He was just some guy who was a Stardust dealer.
Yeah. So anyway, he actually falls into a vat of the Stardust drug, which like gives him the powers of not feeling anything. So you can like shoot him, arrows go like through him, but like he doesn't feel any pain. But Oliver thought, hey, I'm just gonna cut all his tendons. So he cuts the tendons in his legs and his hands, or at least one of his hands. Mm-hmm. So he's like, why can't I get up? It's like, just because you don't feel doesn't mean you need the parts that you need, idiot.
Yeah. That was the best part ever.
I mean, he still could have shot him through the heart and he still would have died.
Yeah, but he didn't kill him. He got arrested.
After the explosion?
Yeah. They said that he's like in custody at the end. They threw like a line of dialogue in there.
Okay, so they're gonna pull some type of BS.
He's still not killing, but he's actually like being ruthless now. Like he's being like Frank Miller Batman. We're like, well, I guess Frank Miller Batman kills, but he's like
Batman.
Yeah, he's just like kicking people's ass rather than like last season where he's just like, I can't hurt them. Like didn't do anything.
So we're better than that. It's like you know about me being better than that? Yeah, this way's much cooler.
He's being season 2 Arrow, which is like
what it should have been because the season 2 writers are back.
Yeah, the show is. I'm liking it a lot. Let's just put it that way.
Also, another character came back from the dead writing script board. Deadshot.
Oh, kinda. He was
alive.
He was Diggle's imagination.
Yeah.
Which next episode doesn't look that entertaining to me.
Really?
We gotta break Diggle out of prison. I mean, I've been throughout the season.
Because it looks like a certain character might die.
Who?
Really? You didn't see the mask and it was all bloody?
No.
Oh, all right.
I probably did, but I just... What? Is it Wild Dog?
Yeah.
No. I don't care.
But also, there was a whole issue with Felicity and Ragman.
Yeah. I think Ragman's going to be evil for a bit.
Here's the thing. I didn't think she was going to do this. Now?
I didn't either. I was like, this is going to happen later.
This is like episode 2, right?
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
And she told him that, like, it's kind of my fault that the nuclear bomb went into
your city.
And, like, he doesn't respond to her. He just leaves. And then we don't even see him in the trailers or anything at all.
He's not going to show up next week. And then he'll probably... I'm going to predict he's going to be the stinger of next week. And he's going to be talking to Prometheus.
Yeah,
that's what I think is going to happen.
But I just find it so interesting because usually in the previous hours, this wouldn't happen until, like, episode 22.
Way down the line.
So, like, I was like, oh, we're doing this now. All right, we're getting this shit out of the way. I love it.
Also, I didn't realize that was what he looked like out of costume. Like when we first showed up, I'm like, who's that guy? And then I was like, oh, it's Ragman.
I just looked at him and was like, who's this like preteen pubescent boy?
And then I realized later, I'm like, oh, that is what he looks like out of costume. Oh, and then
he's talking to Mr. Terrific, by the way.
Curtis.
Curtis,
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying his costume looked pretty alright. Like, pretty correct from comic books. I thought it'd be, like, a little bit different. Like, maybe wear a helmet and have the T there, you know, because he would just wear, like,
He looked straight out of the comics.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looked a little ridiculous, though, just because of Curtis.
Yeah, that's a weird mask, by the way. I don't know how they do that. Yeah, but like
it's like a sticky thing he puts on his face.
Yeah, it's weird. I want to know how they do that.
Yeah.
But Ragman goes up to Mr. Terrific. He's like, "You gotta do the thing." Say, "How you doing it?" "I don't know. It's just the rags that do that. I swear. I have no idea how they whisper. It's creepy." So it's like explains like why he's like that.
See, I didn't realize like with Diggle's whole story.
Yeah,
I was kind of it's just like, where's this going? I don't care.
No,
and now they're kind of like connecting it. When he does come back, I hope he's not a hero because I hate his costume. I think it's stupid.
Yeah. All right. So,
I'd rather him be like helping out Felicity and like behind the scenes rather than be like Spartan. I hate his name, Spartan. Stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, Arrow's standing strong. 3 episodes in, 3 episodes, pretty good.
I think this one's all you.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to go over it real quick. Episode titled "Let Me Stand Next to Your Fire." We got Ghost Rider.
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's the Doors.
Oh, I thought so.
We got Ghost Rider showed up, and
Again?
basically Daisy finds out that the Watchdogs are have all of the information for the Inhumans.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to hunt the Inhumans. So Daisy goes to Hellfire, who's one of the Secret Warriors. Find out that he's like the spy telling the Watchdogs where all the Inhumans are to kill them. Ghost Rider shows up. And then we got Ghost Rider versus Hellfire.
Oh.
Which was kind of cool.
All right.
That I liked that. It was a cool part of the episode.
Who won?
But Ghost Rider.
Okay, I thought so.
And now they have Hellfire in custody. I mean, the season's just...
They're not caring?
It's not bad, but it's not great. It's like right, it's okay. It's good. I just don't like Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. I wish we got Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Moving on to Legends of Tomorrow. The Justice Society of America is the name of the episode.
A decent beginning.
The Legends of Tomorrow enlist the help of the Justice Society of America to bring down Hitler.
No surprise or shock there. It's not like they haven't done this before.
They and the Reverse Flash is the one who's helping Hitler. I just don't know. I don't care about Legends of Tomorrow anymore. I don't know if anyone else feels like this.
I honestly, this might be like the time where like I think we should drop it. Because if you look at pre like last season, it was just the same thing over and over. Stop bad guy.
We can't drop it.
We stopped him. Oh, no, wait, we didn't. We have to go to this timeline. Okay, now with this, it's just the same thing, but we're Reverse Flash.
I'm so bored of this show. I really am. I don't know if anyone else feels
it doesn't progress anything. You don't learn anything new with the characters. There's not really any growth. All it's just like, oh, no, I messed up. I left this thing here. Oh, let's fix your mistake. Okay, oh, no, wait, I left my thing there. Oh, this changes everything. Okay, let's go back and fix that. Okay. That's literally what it is.
Oh, and we can't get along, but at the end, we're going to get along.
It's not like we had a whole season of them getting along or anything.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know.
I can't think under pressure. What happened last season when you were under pressure?
Here's why we can't drop it. It's because it's connected to all the other DC shows. So we have to watch it because it slightly progresses their story. And we're going to get crossovers.
I don't feel like we should waste the efforts of reviewing it, though. We can watch it, but I don't...
Ugh. I just hope it ends after this season. I don't want it anymore.
It was cute what they were doing in the beginning.
But like now... Nice word. It was cute. But now it's just, it's like too overwhelming and just like... And that hulking out effect.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Alright, so there was a Nazi that turned super Nazi because of a drug that Flash had, Reverse Flash had. So he just takes it and... I knew for a fact that it was going to be terrible because we don't see him first. We just see like the shadow effect, him getting bigger, and then we had like this arcing camera effect where Adam and Vixen were fighting him, and it's like, this is going to look terrible. And then I saw him like, this looks terrible.
It looked like a shitty sci-fi, like 90s sci-fi movie effect.
And I thought he was going to be like this forever. No, apparently the drug wears off and it's back to normal-ish.
But then like the end happens and I'm like, ooh. what's gonna happen next week? And then next week happens, and I'm like, I don't care.
We saw it's like, oh, that's cool. And then the previous show is like, the Adam says, and I quote, and I hate, he says, it's like, oh, I accidentally let samurais take my Adam suit. How do you do that? You have laser cannons. You shrink. You can get away. You have jetpacks. And skies with sharp sticks, with swords, takes away your suit? How does that happen? That's a preview. I have to wait until Thursday to see how this happens.
They are building up the Legion of Doom, though, which is going to be Damien Dark, Reverse Flash, and Captain Cold, who we get in the Flash episode next week.
Yeah, what do you fucking do? That's going to be the only reason for the goddamn team up.
I just think I like the Reverse Flash a lot, and that's why I'm like, oh, this is going to get good. And then it just disappoints.
Listen, it's just a tickle of the balls. That's all you're getting. Nothing.
So, with that, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. aside, if we were to rank all of the episodes so far, 2 and 3, I mean, we're only 2 and 3 episodes into the season, so it's a little early. I would say, and I don't know if you agree with me, but I would say Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay, so he says Supergirl, Arrow. I'm gonna say Arrow, Supergirl.
Really, you could put Arrow above. And you hated Arrow.
I like that.
No, I mean like overall. Like
overall, but we're talking about episodes.
Yeah,
we're talking about episodes.
We're talking about this year.
Yeah. No. So I'm just saying, so far, Arrow is ahead of Supergirl, not by a lot.
I can see
but
that.
I'm giving it respect points because it is getting a lot better than the past 2 seasons.
A lot better. I hope it.
So far, Supergirl.
Let's hope it can keep it up.
I'm just saying, Supergirl so far is just being a little bit better than the previous season, but that wasn't a lot much to go on.
No, I think Supergirl's being a lot better than last season.
No. I'm saying it's still the same tone and everything, but they just notching up a bit of action and drama with what she's facing with.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not on my list because I can't really
if I were to throw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in there, it would be over Legends of Tomorrow. It would go Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah, so right now it would be Flash and Legends tomorrow for me. But I want to say I'm a little disappointed in Flash because
it's just not hit. It's not bad. Yeah, but it's not great.
It's doing decent right now.
It's like season 1, and then like season 2, and then like season 3 is like.
Now let's be honest. Yeah. You're thinking of half of season 1 was top. You gotta remember the beginning half too, which was just Villains of the Day.
Yeah, but the second half of season 1 was fantastic.
Exactly, but season 2 still hold all of that season 1 vibe for me. So season 2 is still better than most of season 1. That's how I look at it. It's just like with Walking Dead. There's season 3 and then there's season 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Legends of Tomorrow, that has never changed.
It's just so boring.
The only thing going for it right now is just the team up. And once the team up happens, there's no reason for me to keep watching. Because I know, the team up is going to be in the middle. It's not going to be the season finale for everyone.
Yeah.
So I know as soon as that team up happens, there's no connection.
We reporting on Legends of Tomorrow last
we didn't
year,
even give we didn't even give a season review for it.
We didn't review it for the season.
No, that's how bad it was.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it for us. We're going to hit the mailbag for a quick second. I believe we only really have Gump's Videos and Star-Lord in the chat. I did see Reagan was in the chat a little bit earlier. I don't know if she still is. But what do you guys want us to talk about? We'll take some mailbag questions and then we'll
let's actually tell them first.
Oh yeah, because there is a delay.
The delay, sir.
So mailbag. Give us a topic. All right, so
I'm sure some of them are going to ask us hey, Walking Dead's in 2 days, so
tomorrow.
Oh right, that is how days work.
Walking Dead is tomorrow.
I still have the aspect of it's not coming yet. It's been 6 months.
Because it's been so long.
I know, but I feel like it's gone so fast yet
the
same time, but yet not really.
I'm gonna order the Negan pop.
I
think we need it.
We have to get it. I mean, we have to replace a certain character that's possibly up there that we have
Abraham.
Totally gonna head back. Oh, I'm totally gonna. I feel like I'm gonna just cut it a bit of the pop. That's my pop. I bought it. I can do whatever I want with it. So I'm either just gonna pop off his head and just like leave him there. It's like, told you so.
So Gump asked, "What do you think the four-way crossover will be about?"
Oh, it's totally gonna be about the Legion of Doom versus everyone because
it's actually not.
Really?
Yes, it was released what it's gonna be about. So,
spoilers ahead.
I guess the alien. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there.
I saw
there's an alien race that comes down to attack Earth. It's I can't remember. It's the DC aliens. We talked about it a couple weeks ago on the Nerdcast.
Is it the same one with Darkseid? Like those aliens?
No, those are parademons.
Oh, okay.
It's like they're one of the big. I'm much more Marvel than I am DC, and Scott would know that. But they're coming down. So the Flash says he knows an alien, Supergirl. So he travels to Earth 3 to get her and Martian Manhunter and brings them back to Earth.
Oh, that's clever.
Earth 1.
I like that.
And then they team up with Arrow and the Legends to fight the aliens. That's what the team up's going to be about. I don't know how good it'll be, but that's it. So yeah,
I kind of like how Superman, Supergirl, and Martian Manhunter are on a different Earth.
I don't. I wish they were all on the same Earth. So
no,
then that way we could get the Justice League.
No, for me though, I think that will still happen. But here's because I think other Earths might get destroyed.
Yeah.
But I actually like that because that way you don't have like a thing of like, oh, what's the point of having Arrow and Flash if we have the Superman and Supergirl, which they can travel, to and fro with no easy problems if they can reverse time by spinning the Earth back.
I guess so.
That's just me because I like having that limitation in different Earths where they have that. I just wish we have another character that's like Earth 2 or something.
I'm just realizing Wonder Woman's out of frame.
She was never there.
No. What a terrible birthday. And then Star-Lord asks, "Are you going to see Fantastic Beasts?"
I think I actually will see it because I'm not the biggest Harry Potter guy. And I know for a fact that this is its own thing. It doesn't have to do with the kids in school because that's the really thing I didn't like about Harry Potter was just all teen angst. And this is its own genre where a guy, just fucks up and like I'm just assuming he messes up and like lets like a bunch of monsters loose or lets the hands of a Muggle and he finds out. And I know it takes place like in the 40s or 30s or 20s or something like that in America. So this is obviously 100% different from the whole genre. So I will probably see it, and who knows, I might like it. I know Scott's gonna see that.
Well, yeah, Scott's
I think Joe is too.
Harry Potter fan. I've never seen a Harry Potter movie, so I'm not going to see it because I don't care.
Yeah, which I understand because they were all like teenagey films. But
when I was growing up, Harry Potter wasn't like cool.
Oh,
until later when it got better. Because when the first one came out, I was in high school. And it was just like, I don't know. It was kind of kiddie. And then I guess Harry Potter kind of grew up and became like much better.
Yeah, you see with me though, I was in the school where every kid was reading Harry Potter. And I just didn't have the attention span to read like a giant book. I don't know how these kids were. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just me and I lived in a world of just playing video games as a kid and just running outside and playing. But when I was like, all right, everyone's reading, let me read. I'm like, so where does all the cool pictures come? Because that's what I was like. I don't have that type of imagination. I don't when it comes to
what
words.
You can't read?
No, I can read. It's just that I can think of imaginations while I'm like playing outside when I was a kid. It's like, oh, that's a spaceship, and it's like a fucking tree. So, but I just didn't have like word imaginations because I always assumed whenever I was like taught anything, it was always by books. So I always assume like when reading, it's like, oh, I have to learn this. Like it's like as a school project I have to do. Like so, I never saw like fun in reading. I always saw like this is like a task and I have to do as a school thing. I can read. You make me sound like I'm like an idiot. Like it's like you don't read. It's like no. It's like of course I can read now. Everyone reads. Everyone has a phone can like read topics and articles
I meant
magazines.
But yeah. Anyway, one more topic. And that is, Gump said, "Do you think Flash and Arrow will ever have a season where they team up like a Justice League season?"
I don't think so. Mainly because of probably how actors are paid. That's one issue. Like, you have to think of, like, real world stuff.
If they were to do it, they would do a spin-off Justice League show, and they would cancel all of the other shows.
Yeah.
So they would, and my only fear, like, I do want that. Like, I want a Justice League show. I think it would be great. But I think they'd have to do it right, because if they did it like Legends of Tomorrow, it would not be done right.
No, obviously not.
It would be done.
And also, you gotta remember,
boringly.
They now have a superhero block where you have Supergirl on Mondays, Flash on Tuesdays, Arrows on Wednesday, and Legends of Tomorrow on Thursdays. So they will be taking two of the longest and biggest money makers that they have to make it one show. I don't think they will do that because they won't make as much ad revenue and money as they would.
And Supergirl is now
this is
realistic. Supergirl's starting to make a lot of money for them too. Supergirl is like real high in the ratings after this season, and bravo to CW, because the only reason why it's like that is because they brought Superman in. Because they were like, Superman's going to be on it, and everyone's like, Superman? Had him in for 2 episodes, hooked everyone. And now
he's about to leave.
And now he's leaving.
He might be in like the 3rd episode for a bit.
No, he's not. We'll see him later in the season.
I guarantee we'll see him at the beginning.
It's her show from now on.
Yeah,
fantastic marketing by CW, because they were like, we'll put Superman in the first 2 episodes, get everyone watching, and then now everyone's hooked. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
If you've noticed my weekly reviews, Supergirl is the highest one of the in view count.
I think it's mostly because that's still a new show. And because it ties in with Superman, everyone in America loves Superman.
But they know who he is.
They know
he's known. Yes,
he is one of the major 3, the number 1, I say, of people they know in superheroes.
No, Batman's number 1.
I think it's recent because of Batman. I'm saying ever. I think it's Superman. Then Batman, then Spider-Man.
I think I agree with you on the 3. I think it's but I think it's Batman, Superman, Spider-Man.
No, you're thinking of popularity of current days, which I'll give you, which is Batman right now. But I'm saying ever in
like
all
throughout
history,
all of history,
everyone would say,
which is like 80 years.
Everyone would say Superman, because Superman was number 1.
All right, Superman was number 1 up until like 1990.
Because then Tim Burton made Batman.
Tim Burton made Batman. You had the Batman cartoons. In the 90s, Batman passed Superman like by a lot. Yeah, I think.
And then Superman had his own film series first. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Superman is well known to
I'll give you
mass
that.
enjoyment.
All right, I'll give you that. Okay. But Batman also had the 60s TV show.
Yes, which
made Batman pretty popular.
But Superman had the movies.
Yeah, but that was later. That was like
same time.
That was like that was like 10 years after the show, because the show came out in the late 60s.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and everyone had to think of Batman like that.
Pow!
Until Tim Burton. Remember that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So, that's it. That's our show. And yeah. So, if you guys haven't, I know you in the chat have liked and subscribed.
Yeah.
But if you guys are watching after, please like, favorite, subscribe. Check out all of our other segments over on our show. We will be live again next Friday. We will be on next Friday.
Oh, and please check out Cool Nerds Play. That's our gaming channel that I am now taking full control over it. So there will be
Devin
episodes.
is running the gaming division of Cool Nerds Incorporated.
So instead of Cool Nerds Show, just check Cool Nerds Play. It'll be right there. So I'll be updating every day for at least one new episode.
Yep. And that's it. So we'll see you guys next week. And please check out all of our other segments, reviews, anything else. We'll see you guys then. Bye.